Ever since its release, the zombie axe fills a very nice gap between the dragon scimitar and the abyssal whip for Ironman. And because it is so hard for me to level my Slayer, getting a zombie axe would be an amazing upgrade for this account. But there's a problem. I only have a 60.3% chance at getting the zombie axe on my account. Why? I am playing RuneScape one coin flip at a time. This is Mike Penny. Mike is an Ironman who can only kill a mob until he has a 50% chance at that mob's rarest drop. After that, he is locked out of that mob forever. In a race against my own luck, I will unlock great pieces of gear, but I might miss out on best in slot upgrades. The goal? Completing the Master Combat achievement. This is 50-50. Now, before you say, wait, Jonah, you just said in the intro a 50% chance at a mob's rarest item, but in the preamble you said 60.3. So now which one of the two is it? Well, the answer is 60.3, and that is because there are two different types of armored zombies. The ones you unlock after completing Defender of Varrock, which drop the zombie axe at a rate of 1 in 800, and armored zombies with the same name that you unlock after Curse of Arrav, which drop the zombie axe at a rate of 1 in 600. The maximum amount of kills of armored zombies I'm allowed to do is defined by the zombies with the drop rate of 1 in 800. But I can kill the armored zombies that drop it at 1 in 600 if I complete Curse of Arrav. So that is the goal for today. But there are plenty of things we need to do in order to be able to complete that quest and kill those zombies. First, there's a couple of skill and crest requirements. I need 62 ranged for Curse of Arrav. I am currently way lower than that, so I'm gonna want to get my hand on an Ava's device and have some form of ranged training. I need 55 smithing for Defender of Varrock, which of course is a prerequisite to Curse of Arrav. I need to complete Troll Romance, and I need to complete Family Crest. Next to that, I'm also gonna want some special gear to kill the armored zombies after Curse of Arrav, but that is something I'll go into later. But first, we're gonna start with the content that makes me want a zombie axe in the first place, and it's the content we started last episode. We were busy doing Perilous, Moons, and we just got ourselves a blue helmet. Beautiful. Oh, come on, if I just don't mess this up. Don't hit. Yes. All right. I think this is perfect. I think this is Perilous. It is Perilous Dancer. Let's go. That is a perfect moon skill, which always takes a while, but we got it. Ooh, if we get lucky here and I don't get hit too hard, this might actually be another combat achievement. 7 HP left. Come on. Yes. Yes, that is fortified. Not using any supplies during a fight with a moon. Beautiful. Chest number 21. Nothing. Alright, I think I'm gonna take a small break after this and start working towards that zombie axe. This is going to be chest number 22. I think having a zombie axe would just greatly improve my chance of actually doing damage and maybe getting the speed. No loot. Now, this is me getting 100 combat in the cow field. I got 100 combat because I wanted to do Slayer with Duradel, but they just announced some Slayer changes, so I'm gonna wait and hold off on Slayer until those Slayer changes are pushed through, because I think they might just solve Slayer for Mike Penny. And now, to actually start working towards the requirements for Curse of Arrav, I am going to need a bone crossbow, and in order to get a bone crossbow, I need to complete the Lost Tribe. There we go. And the bone crossbow will cost me 2k, but that's not too bad. We got 200k in the bank, and that is the bone crossbow acquired. So this was recorded a couple of days before Varrock Part 3 came out, and for Avas, I need a mithril axe, and the only way to get one prior to that update was in the woodcutting guild. So luckily I had 59 woodcutting, so with a simple boost I can get in there and buy myself a mithril and a rune axe, might as well while I'm there. But now you can actually buy one in Auburnville. Nice tip for all you Ironmen. Like I said, my range level is very low. I'm only just now level 30, so I can only just now start Animal Magnetism. Also need some ecto tokens for the quest, so might as well get them now. Oh god, I forgot my Ghost Peak amulet. I am an idiot. Hardest quest in the game completed. Is this how people flirt in Birmingham? Major milestone for the account completed. I now have my very own backpack. Alright, let me give you some hacks that the quest helper won't tell you. On my screen you'll see that the quest helper says you need 20 ice arrows in order to complete Temple of Ikov. And the quest requirements will state that you need level 40 ranged. Well, what if I say that there's a way to circumvent these requirements and you don't actually need 40 ranged or a U-bow to shoot the ice arrows? Because all you need is one ice arrow equipped in your quiver and you can complete the quest. And I'll show you how. See, all you need to do is equip the ice arrow in your quiver and then in your main hand equip a thrown weapon that can do range damage. That is all you need to do. In my case, I took black knives from my defender grind and it works beautifully. And that is how we completed the Temple of Ikov below level 40 ranged and got ourselves 10.5k to bring us up to level 35. Another day, another combat achievement. I think this might actually be the first elite combat task on the account. So pogs in chat, please. Let me see. Can we get the bucket as a reward for this achievement? No, we cannot. I got baited. It's a Yasser seed. Unfortunate. But 2 Renar seeds though. That's good. More prayer pass is always welcome. Alright, now that I have my AFK ranged setup sorted, I am going to work on the 55 smithing requirement for Defender of Varrock. I don't really have any ores, so I need to buy some coal to make some bars for Giant Foundry, but that's how we'll do it. Luckily, I had some ruby rings lying around from Birdhouse Nest that I can turn into rings of forging. Very nice. Guys, I think it's official. I think Varlamore Part 3 is the update of the year. Why? Because the gemstone crab does not directly drop anything, which means he is going to be exempt from the rule list and I can kill him as many times as I want. We finally have a free AFK training method. I love it. That's 100k XP at the crab. I'm just gonna update my Avas and I'm sure I will be back here soon. I need to get level 62. I now have a better backpack than my previous one. And that's also a medium task in the Lumbridge and Draenor area. Who knew? That is Sleeping Giants completed. We can start working towards 55 smithing now. Level 48. So I just got level 49, which means I'm 1 level away from switching from iron and steel bars to mithril and steel bars. But I'm gonna get level 50 another way. That is Elemental Workshop Part 1. This is what will get me 50 smithing. And while I'm here, I also immediately completed Elemental Workshop Part 2. Burnt a small hole in my cash stack, but I think that's all the mithril bars we're going to need for 55 smithing to complete Defender of Varrock. Very nice. And yes, it was enough because that is going to be 55 smithing. Beautiful. But before we can complete Defender of Varrock, we need to complete its prerequisite Family Crest. So I'm gonna need to kill a couple of armored zombies during the quest, although I think they can still drop the zombie eggs, just not at the rate I want them. These drop them at the rate of 1 in 800, and I will want to kill the zombies that drop it at a rate of 1 in 600. Kill number 1, we get nothing. How about kill number 2? Maybe? No? No. So I did accidentally kill 1 too many. I killed 7. I think I only needed to kill 6 for this quest. I did not get the axe, unfortunately. Otherwise, I could have stopped the video right here. We wouldn't need to complete Curse of Arrav. But now we are going to complete Curse of Arrav to give us a little bit of better odds of getting the axe. So there is actually a chance I will not be able to complete Defender of Varrock because of these Chaos Golems. They drop a Chaos Core that I need, and they drop it at a rate of 1 in 7.5. I am allowed to kill 104 of them, which means the odds of me not getting a Chaos Core is 0.0000034%. So I think we'll be fine. Don't worry, we did actually get it. And that is Defender of Varrock completed. I could go for the zombie axe now, but completing Curse of Arrav will give me an increased 10% chance at actually getting the zombie axe. Whee! Oh wow, I had no clue that the quest helper also shows you exactly where to click in order to set up the ARC save spot. That is quite useful. There we go. I helped Ugg find love by kicking someone else's ass. The only requirement left for Curse of Arrav is 62 ranged. Now that the quest and most of the skill requirements are out of the way, it is time to talk about what kind of gear we need in order to fight these armored zombies. You see, most people would burst these armored zombies, but that is costing a lot of money and I don't have Desert Treasure completed yet, so that is out of the question for me at this stage. That means I'm gonna kill them with melee. But they are so far out of the way that I can't easily get there and, bang and go back for every couple of kills. I want to be able to stay there as long as possible. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the best prayer gear I can get my hands on. This, of course, starts with getting full proselyte, for which I will need to complete a Wanted and the Slug Menace. Then as a special attack weapon, I'm setting my sights on the Ancient Mace, for which I will need to complete Death to the Dorgashen and another slice of ham, because the special attack of the Ancient Mace restores prayer points, allowing me to extend my trips a little bit. And then, in order to do some extra damage, I want a Salve Amulet. The Salve Amulet has a 16.67% bonus attack and damage against undead creatures, and if you enchant it, that goes up all the way to 20%. And finally, I also want to spring for the Ardy Medium Diary, because that will upgrade my Ardy Cape from 1 to 2, which will also give me a couple extra points of prayer bonus. Then we will be ready to fight the armored zombies. Yes, I did the math, and he gets 4,252 magic experience from that attack. Neat, huh? And there we go. That is going to be Wanted completed. 5k Slayer experience is very welcome. It is very hard to train Slayer on this account, so all the XP is going to be welcome. Time for Slug Menace. Ta-ta, old bean indeed. And that is the Slug Menace completed. 46 Runecraft, which I don't know if I'm going to do anything with, but more importantly, can I buy some armor? Yes, there we go. We are going to buy a full set of proselyte for 25k, minor setback for a whole lot of prayer bonus. Beautiful. So you probably know that once you've started Death to the Dorgashen, that you have an increased rate of pickpocketing ham clothes from ham members. But of course, the real question that nobody asks is how much faster is it to pickpocket 2 sets when starting the quest compared to not having started the quest? Well, for that I ran a couple of calculations, and here are the results. When the quest is active, you only need 263 pickpockets in order to get 2 full sets. If you haven't completed the quest, this goes up all the way to 964. That means that doing the quest makes it 3.7 times faster to get 2 full ham sets. While I'm here reviving Zanik, I might as well complete Tears of Godix. Might be useful for Slayer XP down the line, you never know. Zanik teaches me her crossbow special, and that is Death to the Dorgashen completed. One more quest for the Ancient Mace. I don't know if I actually needed to complete this quest in order to be able to attack with the Ancient Mace and use its special attack or something, but I completed it anyway. Another slice of ham is completed. After the Ancient Mace, it's time to set our sights on the Salve Amulet for the damage bonus against the armored zombies. That is Haunted Mine completed. It's not necessary for the armored zombies because it only applies to ranged and magic, but I might as well imbue it now that I have it. I have the points anyway. This upgrade is gonna matter because it will up the damage boost from 16.67 to 20% bonus damage against the zombies. Okay, so I just killed a terror dog. And for the Mauritania Diary, and I immediately got a Granite Helm, which is really funny. I was just looking at the item requirements for Curse of Arrav, and apparently I need a Mithril Grapple. That is going to be an issue because I'm quite low fletching. Luckily, Jagex introduced this fletching minigame a couple of weeks ago, Veil totems. So I'm going to use this to get my fletching up to 59, which is the requirement for the Mithril grapple. And then I can also do the RD medium diary, which is nice because you also need a grapple for that. I pressed record on time. That is 62 ranged. That is the last requirement skill-wise for Curse of Arrav. Hold on to your horses because this is not just any Hespori kill. This is the first kill with updated graphics, baby. Look at that new box. That is beautiful. Let's go. Okay, so I just hit the fletching level to do maple short bows instead of willow, and the XP rates have been quite a bit higher. I think I can easily knock this out now in the next couple of hours. Ooh, oh my god, fletching knife. Oh, that's very nice to get this early into the grind. It will speed up all my fletching actions by 1 tick. So I think during the minigame is very, very useful. Alright, I gotta go for dinner. So I'm just gonna rummage through all these veil offerings I got so far. I'm not at the level yet, but let's see what we get. The only thing I still need is the spool. Oh, there's the spool. Beautiful. That is 59 fletching completed. Very, very nice. That's what I need for the grapple. Now move on to smithing. This is again hurting my cash stack quite a little bit, but I need 3 more smithing levels, and I think this should be enough bars in order to complete it. So, well, all my 13k out of the coffer. I'm afraid that's almost everything I have. But let's get smithing. There we go, that is level 58. I'm not actually going to go to 59, I'm just going to use a Dwarven Stout because I can't afford the extra mithril I need in order to get 59. So, the grapple has been made. So I figured it was finally time to do Curse of Arrav, and then I figured out that during the boss fight, I forgot about this, you also have to fight these NPCs that spawn venom on the floor. But they are also called armored zombies, so they do count towards my kill limit, which means I had to kill, unfortunately, 19 in total that count towards my kill limit. But hopefully it doesn't hurt too much and we still get the zombie axe later on. But there is Curse of Arrav completed. 40k mining, 40k thieving, 40k agility XP. That's actually pretty nice. It gets me a level as well. Final thing on the list is the RD medium diary, and for that I need Hand in the Sand, which is now completed. This is also a nice part of having the grapple. Now I can actually complete the RD medium diary because that is stage 1 and this is stage 2 completed. So I don't think you have to finish the watchtower to get this task. No, you don't. I got the task just now, but I might as well finish it anyway. And there we go. That is the watchtower completed. I need to travel from Entrana to Castle Wars, so I need to complete Enlightened Journey, which I just did, and I got some cool fashionscape for it. And this is going to be the final task, traveling from Entrana to Castle Wars. I should get the pop-up right here. There we go. All tasks completed. Hello, 2 Pines. Please give me my RD cape, and actually give me a couple more. Just gonna take like 3 or 4. And then I am going to put this lamp on Herblore. In a sudden change of events. Because of the Slayer pull, I feel fairly confident about Slayer now. So I'm just gonna lamp Herblore for Song of the Elves. I found myself a very nice setup here in the back of the cave. The highlighted NPC that you see at the top there, that is one of the ranged armored zombies. And here he can't reach me, or at least he has to path in a very specific way to reach me. So I think I'll just be meleeing them from here. I might one take flick. I'm not sure how AFK I'm gonna do this yet, but the grind starts here. I'll see you in a couple kills. This kill is gonna get us 5% of the way there. Do we get anything? No, we do not. This zombie right here is kill number 50, which means 49 pure essence. We are officially 10% of the way there. I actually quite like the drops. The teak planks are fairly nice, and they drop some ranners as well, which is really good. Will I get the axe at kill 69? I will not. 86 kills in, and it occurred to me that I forgot my ancient mace. So I'm just gonna go bank real quick and bring it back with me, because it might prolong my trips and save on prayer pots. Big kill 100 surely will be the axe. No. 20% of the way there. I still feel fairly good. I'm not profiting prayer potions, but I should have enough to finish the entire grind if need be. But yeah, I do hope I get it soon. We are 1/4 of the way, and I just got another rune mace drop, which is nice. These actually drop some kind of alcohols as well, so my herding cash stack can recover a bit. Kill 150 is in the books. We are 1/3 of the way there, and I'm a familiar feeling of expecting that we're not gonna get it is starting to creep upon me. Kill number 200. Still no axe, unfortunately, but I mean we have plenty of space left. I think this kill is gonna put us halfway, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my god! Yes! Oh yes! Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Oh, thank God. I think this is the first 50-50 that I actually hit on this account, and oh my god, I couldn't be happier that it's this one. Yes! Oh my god. The only downside from getting the zombie axe is that I now actually have to get 70 smithing in order to repair it. So got myself 100 golden nuggets from Model of Mine to get a coal bag, because that will make it a little bit easier. With the 100 golden nuggets in my pocket, I am going to value this coal bag and I am going to buy this coal bag. That is a collection lock slot. That is a spoiler for everyone in the clan chat. But nice. Just a quick celebratory Hespori kill that will get me the bucket. No. Good thing I completed Family Crest. I can now get gold gauntlets for Blast Furnace, which is nice. Alright, I'm all out of gold, which means we're moving on to making mithril and steel bars and finish this out at Giant's Foundry. That is level 66. I could buy Kovac's Grog and make the zombie axe that way, but I want to get 70 smithing anyway because it's Song of the Elves. So I might as well push through now. I've got the bars. And this sword will be level 70. That is beautiful. I can now repair zombie axes. And now this episode is not gonna end with a cliffhanger. It is not gonna end with me getting a bullcrap drop from Perilous Moons. It is gonna end with me wearing my zombie axe. I'm so happy, dude. I'm so happy. This is so good. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.